Hi everyone, I'm Heather from Strings and Threads, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet the Thistle Stitch. This is a beautiful lacy stitch with lots of texture and movement. It looks delicate but still has enough structure to be really versatile. The Thistle Stitch works up in repeating shell-like shapes, which makes it perfect for projects where you want something light, airy, and decorative without being overly complicated. This stitch is great for things like lightweight accessories, decorative panels, small bags or sleeves, home decor accents, or anywhere you want a stitch that really stands out. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the stitch step by step, show you how the repeat works, and give you tips so your fabric stays even and consistent. Let's get started. Materials you'll need for learning the thistle stitch would be the yarn of your choice and then the hook that matches that yarn. I am choosing to use Knitpal Cotton to the core because I love how soft it is and I really love the texture of it. And the yarn hook that I'm going to use to match that is the G hook. And you will need a pair of scissors. The thistle stitch is worked up in multiples of 7 plus 2 and then plus an additional 2 for the foundation chain. So I'm going to work up 2 repeats. So we'll do 7 plus 7 would be 14. And then we'll add the 2 stitches. And then we'll add the additional 2 for the foundation chain. So let's start with 14, 2, 3, 4, 11, 5, 12, 13, 14. And then 2 plus 2, and then plus 2 for the foundation chain. Okay, so this first row, we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go into the back bumps. And then we skip 2 chains. 1, 2, and we're going to put a shell into the next chain. And what I mean by a shell is just 4 double crochets all in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we are going to skip 2 chains. 1, 2, and then we're going to put a double crochet into the next one, and then another double crochet into the next one. Then we're going to just repeat that, and since there's just one more repeat, we may as well do it together. Skip 2, and then do a shell stitch, which is 4 double crochets all in the same stitch. Oops, I missed that. And then we'll skip 2 chains. And then in the last 2 chains, we'll put 1 single crochet in each of them. 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet into the next one. I'm going to turn first before we do the next step. So we'll turn here. And you have an option here. You can chain 3, or you can do the stacked double crochet, which I like a little bit better because it makes the stitches easier to find, and it also gives you a clean edge. And I do that when the chain counts as a stitch. So the chain 3 here would actually count as a stitch. I usually get lost when that happens. So when you do the stacked double crochet, you can see the stitches clearly. So to do the stacked double crochet, you would put your hook into the stitch, draw up a loop, and then we're going to go through both loops. And then you can see how there's a loop on the right here and a loop on the left. I'm going to go into the loop on the left, draw up a draw up a loop, and then go through both. And then do that same thing one more time. Go into the left hand loop, draw up a loop, and then go through both. And you can see right here, right where the stitch is. It's not trying to find a weird chain, it's right there. And then from there, we put 2 more double crochets into that same stitch. And then we take a look at where we are. So basically we did part of a shell into these 2 double crochets from the row below. Now we're getting into where the shell is. You can see there are 4 double crochets in the shell. In between the second and third double crochet, you put a double crochet. And then in between the third and the last double crochet of the shell, you put another double crochet. And then you have your 2 double crochets together here. You're going to put a shell in between those 2 double crochets. And again, a shell is just 4 double crochets into the same space. And we're going to do exactly what we just did back here. Into the next shell, we will skip the first 2 double crochets. In between the second and the third double crochet, we'll put a double crochet. And then in between the third and the fourth double crochet, we'll put another double crochet. And then in between this double crochet and the chain, the beginning chain, we're going to put 3 double crochets. And this will be the first row of the repeat. And then this row that we're going to do next will be the second row of the repeat. And then you just repeat the row we just did and this next upcoming row over and over until you have it the length that you want. So let's turn for the next row. Again, they say chain 3, but I am going to do the stacked double crochet so that I can find my stitches better. And then you put 1 double crochet in between these 2 stitches here. And then in between the 2 double crochets together here, we're going to put a shell. It's basically the same pattern, but we are just switching up what we do at the beginning and at the end of the row. So you'll put the shell in between the 2 double crochets. Again, the shell is 4 double crochets. And then we have a shell coming up. And in the shell, we skip the first 2 double crochets. In between the second and the third double crochet, we put a double crochet. Then in between the third and the fourth double crochet, we put a double crochet. And then we have the 2 double crochets together coming up, and we'll put a shell in between that. Okay, and then we would put a double crochet in the second to last stitch, and a double crochet into the last stitch. And then you would just go back and repeat the previous 2 rows until you have it the length that you desire. And that's the thistle stitch. Once you get the rhythm of it, this stitch is really relaxing to crochet and creates such a pretty fabric. If you enjoyed this tutorial or found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you'd like more crochet stitch tutorials, project ideas, and step-by-step guides, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks so much for crocheting along with me, and I'll see you in the next video.